lunchtime here now, so probably afternoon in most places except for Hawaii. So, good afternoon. So we are going live because there's a lot of exciting new fabrics coming for our next early bird. So this is a quick lineup of what's coming next to So Weird. So I'm gonna go for the sequence. So we're gonna have some really nice sweater rib, and then three very pretty double brush poly, and then actually a restocking of this Cali green cotton lycra, and then we're gonna have a bunch of model. It's actually model spandex fleece, and then we're gonna also have a model spandex rib solid, and then we're gonna have a cotton, old cotton. There's no spandex fleece. So some people were allergic to spandex. So if that's the case, you probably will enjoy the old cotton fleece too. So without further ado, let's go for the first sweater knit. I'm wearing a waffle knit sweater knit that is from the last drop. And then the purpose of wearing that is I wanted to compare the color to this burgundy. So this burgundy sweater rib will be the new sweater rib drop that we're gonna have on the early bird. So I just wanted to show the difference in, like, both the texture and the color difference. Because the magenta, a lot of them were like calling this as a burgundy, but it is not. And I had a older, like a 2 years ago waffle sweater burgundy that I made after 2 years finally, um, to compare color to. So this is the magenta color, and the new sweater rib is gonna be burgundy. Okay, so this sweater is actually really nice because it's like a really nice thickness, and it has a ribbing texture on the right side, but on the back it's very smooth. So a lot of people who have like sensitive skin, or there's like sensory texture thing they don't like, so this backing is actually smooth, so that make wearing this sweater more comfortable. So the difference, like a waffle knit, the wrong side is actually still waffle texture, and actually some people prefer to wear the right side as the inside because the right side has a brush and the wrong side doesn't. So it really all depends. For me, actually, it doesn't bother me. So I actually enjoy this waffle sweater knit as well. And then for just I've been working all morning in the warehouse, so I got like some of the linen from cutting. So for those who like waffle texture, currently there is the black, navy, magenta, hunter green stock, but I think they are running low, especially magenta and hunter green. So if you wanted to grab some with this drop, I definitely combine any retail. Currently, we don't have any pre-orders. Yeah, so I combine everything on the website. So you pretty much don't need to ask me, and I automatically combine and ship it the cheapest way I can, and I'll refund any shipping overage. I hate paying extra shipping to the bone. So yeah, so any of you don't have to worry about that. Whenever I can ship cheaper and send shipping refund, I feel like pretty happy, like I did a good job for you. So good morning, Leslie. Good morning. So continue to introduce about this new sweater, sweater rib. Oh, Spanish? Hola, no Spanish. Sorry, all English. But welcome to the channel. You can watch slowly and see if it's something that you will enjoy. Yeah. So hi, Leslie. So I'm gonna keep going. So to make sure we keep the channel, the streaming flow. So this is a sweater rib, and like I said, the wrong side is smooth, the right side is texture. And you're welcome, Leslie. And without further ado, let's do the stretch info real quick. So it stretch really nicely, and this is how you will wear vertical rib. Okay, the rib will go vertically, And this is how you will wear. The selvage also stretch very nicely. So in case you want to wear your rib this way, you could too. Okay, so let's see. And the stretch info, usually I'll grab 10 inches and then without stretch and we'll see how far it goes. So from 10, it go to 19. So that's 90% stretch. But I'll put as 80%. So the first will be the rib burgundy. I'm just gonna call it Seweird red burgundy. And the content is actually had rayon blend. Let me see if I can find the content. So yeah, so this is 76 polyester, 21% rayon, and 3% spandex. So the rayon help to give the softness, the poly give a texture, and the spandex give it a stretch. Okay, so right now the stretch is 80%, and let's check the stretch on the selvage. So again, grab 10 inches, and then we'll go, it go to about 50 to 15. So it's about 50% stretch. I'm gonna put at 40%. And then we're also gonna check the width of fabric. We call it WOF, width of fabric. So having it folded, I'm gonna push this pile here. So width of fabric folded, it's about 28, so times 2, 56. So width of fabric is about 56. And this one, we probably won't have a whole bunch. Let's see how much yardage we'll be able to share. So minus whatever I sent to the strike team, we will probably have 70 yards to share. So 70 yards for the red burgundy. And then next up is this teal color rib, which is the same exact content. 76% polyester, 21% rayon, and 4% spandex. And then again, this is the rib side you will be wearing. This is the right side, and this is the wrong side. And like I said, the right side is very textured, but the wrong side is smooth. So as a contrast, right side, wrong side. So that makes the wearing of the inside very comfortable because you won't have the ribbing texture. You will actually have a smooth texture on the back. So again, the polyester give it a bodies and the rayon give it a softness. And the spandex give it the stretch. So just a color comparison. So the content is the same thing. With the fabric, the same thing. I'm going to do the stretch info real quick just in case because sometimes even similar fabric with different row can have differences. So grabbing 10 inches. Yeah, this actually go to 100%. So this is actually 90% stretch. So teal rib. And this is the selvage. Okay, so let's see how much stretch on the selvage. So 0 to 10. So selvage is also the same thing, 40% stretch. Okay, I need to put my phone to muted. Okay, so with the fabric, the same thing is 56. So my strike team make all kind of stuff. There's like color block for the hoodie, and there's like I believe cardigan, and someone made the pants out of this rib. So it's really creative. I couldn't wait to share you guys what everyone made. And let's see the yardage on this. Oh, so this one is a little bit less. We're gonna have only 62 yards for the teal. So we'll have 70 yards for the burgundy, 62 yards for the teal. After the live, I'm gonna go back to the website www.seweird.com, and I'll be working on the listing. And once I have the listing done, I will come back to the YouTube and post the link in both the comments and modify the description of the live recording. So if you have any question about the stretch and the fabric, just let me know. Okay. And then next up is this super pretty double brush poly. Why is it called double brush poly? It's because both sides are very soft, powdery soft brush. So this is the texture, very smooth like butter, and that's the right side, and this is the wrong side. Wrong side is all just creamy white. And we have some member in our Facebook group wanted to have a smaller print size because I think that just like give like the elegance, and sometimes it's more flexible for sewing both adults and the children. So this is definitely the smaller floral on this, very pretty. So double brush poly is perfect for the season. I have been making a few double brush poly top, kind of crowd neck, turtleneck. It's like really pretty. I'm gonna do the stretch info. So before I do it, super stretchy. So it's gonna be great for making all kind of stuff. It stretch a little bit less on the selvage, so that's do a quick stretch. So this is the stretch for this side, and because it's tall style, you can actually wear both way. You can probably wear any way you want. So it's non-directional. Yeah, but I want to say I feel this will probably be more um, the right way, but still I think it's non-directional. So grabbing from 10 inch, 10 to 50, it go to 120%. So this is 120% stretch. I'm gonna put at 110%. So DBP cream floral, 110%. And let's do the selvage. See the selvage? The selvage stretch sound, so let's see, from 0 to 10, it go to almost 55, so almost 40%, almost 50%, so I'm gonna put 40. And then I check the width of fabric. Width of fabric, basically, the more width, the more fabric you get out of 1 yard. And then at my website www.seweird, everything's sold by the yard unless otherwise specified. So with the fabric folded, let me make sure it's edge to edge. And then feel free to ask any question while we are live. And then even if you ask later, I do check my YouTube channel often, so hopefully I'll be able to answer any question you may have. So from 0 to 33. So folded is 33. So the width of fabric is 66. I'm gonna put at 65. So this is ultra wide. I'm gonna put the ultra wide. So you get more fabric out of 1 yard that you pay. And also double brush poly is, let me see if they specify here. This is 96 polyester 4% spandex. So the double brush poly just make it super, super soft. Good morning, Abigail. Don't worry about being late. Thank you for joining me live. We just went over the sweater rib, the teal, and the burgundy, and I'm wearing the waffle magenta. So I wanted to wear that on purpose to compare to the two colors, magenta waffle, and this is gonna be the new drop, which is a burgundy rib. So yeah, so you were just in time. And then the purpose I went over those two first is hopefully for the remaining of the prints, which only 3, I can see if they can match. So I don't know if you guys think they can match. What do we think? This is the new teal rib, and then this is the double brush poly print. And then this print comes with the sister print. Yay! So those two are like the smaller print. So pretty. You think those two will match together, right? Yeah. And then let's see this one. Do we think those two matches? So pretty. I do feel like this one has more of the burgundy red tone to it. So I don't know if this will be a good match. It could be a good popping color too. So not sure, but that's chair compared to the burgundy. Definitely the burgundy will match this one too, right? Yeah. So I think it might work for both. So if we were to make something to matching, you can do one of that and the other. And then this is double brush poly again to check the content. Um, yeah, this one doesn't give the exact percentage, so we were just gonna assume at the other one because they are probably from the same vendor. Look at that texture, so pretty. I'm gonna compare to this again. So this is the design of the other one, and this is the design for this one. So this is where you wear. So let's see the stretch. So very stretchy, and this is the salvage side. So decent stretch. We're gonna put number 4, DBP small burgundy floral. Alright, so let's see. First thing I always love to do is to check the stretch info. So 0 to 10. 0 to 10. It go to 12, so that's 120%. I'm gonna again put as 110%. This might also work for the magenta. Yeah, this one totally will work with the magenta too. And I'm gonna work well with the burgundy. This is the new drop. This is already in stock, the waffle knit. Yeah. And then let's see the salvage stretch zone too. Not as much as the side we will wear. So 0 to 10, we go to about almost 50%. So I'm gonna do 40%. And I do with the width of fabric. The width of fabric on this cream is ultra wide, which is 65 inch. So we're gonna check on this one too to see if we're lucky for this one to get an ultra wide as well. Okay, and I want to make sure fold it in half. If you have any questions, feel free to pop in too. And feel free to share what you're gonna be doing today, because it's a Saturday after all. Always inspired by what people are doing. And of course wanted to be able to sew more, but I don't know if that will happen. So this one, oh, this one is not ultra wide like the other one. So 30. So it was still wider. So folded is 61. I mean, sorry, folded is 31. So 31, that's 62. So this width of fabric is 62. I'm gonna put at 61. I will still put ultra wide because usually it's 56 to 58. So I'm gonna put ultra wide, but I'll put the width of fabric on the content. And how many yards will I be able to share? Okay, so the burgundy one, I will have 70 yards. Let's see, check the cream one. Okay, yeah, the cream one, which is even wider with 65 with the fabric, I will have 70 yards as well. I think 72 yards. Watching you while cutting out a green style shorts pattern. It's hot today. Yeah, you are in California too, so California weather has been crazy. In the morning before I leave, I think this is perfect. But I think by the time if I go out now, it's gonna be hot. Warehouse is a little bit more chilly, so we are good. And next up is another double brush poly. And this one is more of a statement print. Yay! Look at how pretty. So the previous two, cause by request, I think some member wanted a smaller print, so I got two of the smaller print. But this one, it's like a statement print, which is totally me. Like I totally love burgundy, and I love this kind of watercolor floral. So let's open up bigger, okay? Look at how pretty. This will be even so pretty as the side of the legging, right? Yeah. So this is definitely like a more statement print, larger floral, and then the floral distribution, you get some concentrated on here, and then you get spacings on here. So I think some of my strike team made a, I want to say a dress, and someone made the top. Very pretty. I was like, oh, I'm totally inspired when I look at what they did. And let's look at the width of fabric too. I mean, the stretch info. And this one, how many yards? Okay, so this one, I'll be able to shoot 80 yards. So I'm very happy because I really, really like this one. So I'm going to put DBP Statement Floral. And then let's do the stretch info. This is where we will wear when this is where we cut the yarn. So this is how we're gonna wear. Very stretchy because the wrong side is like, you know, the solid color. Oh, the selvage is very stretchy too. So this one gonna have gray forward stretch. Let's do the right side first. 0 to 10 equal to 13. So it's 130% stretch. I'm gonna put 120%. And this is the selvage. Again, super stretchy. I'm gonna do this other side too. This is the selvage. Let's do stretch info. 0 to 10. Go to 90%. So I'm gonna put 80%. And let's have the fabric folded and check the width of fabric. It's not narrow, so it should at least have the regular one, but we'll be super lucky if it's ultra wide too. So let's see, folded. So let's put it, I had to relax my fingers so make sure I'm not stretching it. So folded is about 31, so that's 62 with the fabric. I'm gonna put at 61 too. So it's ultra wide. So very nice, because typically the knit about 56 to 58. So this is like so pretty. And then of course, let's see. I don't think you're gonna want it to put two print together and then they really don't match, but it's probably gonna match well with my magenta waffle, and it is gonna match with the burgundy rib that will be dropping. Well, it has some purple. Let me see. I'm trying to see. I have some purple here. Okay, so I have a swatch of the purple Model Rayon. I think it will work. Do we think that will work? Model Rayon. And then I should have, okay, I have my double brush poly hunter green. Right, it totally can work with the darker side of the leaf. Okay, and then I have my, let me see, I had the bundle here that I haven't shipped. I'm combining other goods. This is the matcha, I believe, model cotton. That will probably work too. So we have a few coordinates that might work that's already in stock. So yeah, definitely very pretty. You see, this is like totally so cute, right? So that's the three double brush poly we have. And then I just weighed this Kelly Green cotton spandex. So I got a small quantity for the last drop. And I think that one is running low, so I went ahead and grabbed a whole roll. This is about, I want to say 8.5 to 9 ounce. I just weighed it real quick. It's definitely not thick like, custom gray, but it's definitely a nice solid color. It's not see-through. Even if you stretch, it's not see-through. So I think the quality is good for um, definitely anything for this holiday. So Kelly Green Cotton Spandex. I'm gonna make it a listing. I might boost to the current listing, but let's check the stretch info real quick. So this is this side. Yeah, and they didn't really say the GSN. So yeah, I just basically weighed on the scale real quick. It's about 8.5 to 9 ounce. So not thick, but definitely not see-through. Like you can see, it's not see-through. So nice quality, and even when you stretch, you can really see through. Yeah, because I have like a warehouse moon roof on top, so it has like ample sunlight. So if you don't see through, shouldn't be. I do the stretch info real quick from 0 to 10. It go to 80%. So CL Cali Green, I'll put it at 70%. And this is the salvage. Salvage actually stretch decent too. So from 0 to 10, they go to 60%. So put 50. And the width of fabric, I'm gonna put the one that I already did to behind me. That way I have enough table space to do the measurement. With the fabric, edge to edge. Oh, this edge got cut off. Sorry. So going for this edge. Want to make sure I get you guys the right information. So folded is about 60. I mean 30. So that's 60. So that's, I say, 59 inch. So with the fabric 59 inch, and I'm just gonna put a standard 58 inch, and it's gonna be how many yards? So this one I'll put it at 75 yards. This one actually didn't have anybody make anything with my stretching, because I actually got this shipment like this last week. Is not enough time to do any stretch sew, and then holiday coming up. This is gonna be perfect for Christmas PJs. So I'm gonna try to make sure we get it on the website fast enough for you guys. Now here comes like really excitement. If you're on my Facebook group, you know how we voted about some fleece. So here are some model fleece. Oh, these are model fleece. And then we got a model black rib. And then we got 100% cotton fleece. So I'm gonna go over the 100% cotton fleece. This is like really thick and nice. Okay. I'll be grabbing this. I'm gonna cut this off so I can show better. Okay, just cut enough of the edge. Okay, because I want to show you guys the thickness. So kind of really nice and thick. And the right side is like those sweatshirt, and the wrong side is like super soft fleece texture. So this is definitely like more for the sweatshirt that you see for like the college hoodie, that type of thing. How's the model fleece? Like a sweatshirt. The model gonna be softer, so you will see the cotton one because this one without spandex. It definitely is a more sturdy and more like the college sweatshirt material for sure. So it's also more it draped less. You can see how the texture is. So definitely different. And then like the back is like thicker. There won't be too much, and I didn't have any strike sew on this because, like I said, I just got a shipment, and I wanted to make sure we get that for the season. So there's not even much yardage. Okay, yeah, so there's only 36 yards on this. It's only 36 yards, but the row is actually big. So this is definitely very nice. And it's actually very wide. Let me check the width of fabric. First, let me make a note. Gray cotton fleece. So this is again without any spandex. So the stretch will be limited and recovery will be limited. But it's like really thick and nice. Basically like a lot of the ready to wear retail fleece sweatshirt. So this is 30 folded is 33, so it's 66 ultra wide. Ultra wide. I'm gonna put 65. And then I see the stretch info. This is where I already cut out the smooth stretch. So you can see it's like slow. Okay, no spandex. And this side very slow too, like just a little bit. So I'm gonna still try to see that and see if we can count that. So from 0 to 10, they go to 30%. I'm gonna put 20%. Oh, that's the solvent, so I'm gonna put on the later part. And this is how you will wear it. And again, this is the right side, and this is the wrong side. Okay. And then let's do the stretch info from 0 to 10. It go to 40%, so 30%. So the stretch is very little, 30% to 20%. Okay. Definitely thick sweatshirt. This will be like such a cool hoodie type of thing, like cause the texture. So when you make the hoodie, it's gonna have like a really nice texture and the bodies to it. Yeah, and then even when you make anything, it will have like a really nice texture again. So this was only very little yardage, only 37, 36. I'm gonna put 36 yards only. Yeah, so this is a heavy. I'm gonna put heavy. It's heavy, but then it's airy, so it's like really comfy one, if that makes sense. And then let's go over the model rib. Model rib is very soft, like it's fine rib, and then it's like a fluid drape. So I'm gonna grab it. You see how fluid drape that is? Like everything just like draped down. So it's gonna have like a really nice drape. And this one is only gonna have 50 yards. So model rib black. And they only have black, and then I only got one row, so it's only gonna be 50 yards. So I've been very selective on how much fabric I buy and what fabric I buy, so I won't be able to bring like a whole bunch. But when I do bring, I want it to be quality and things that we would like. So again, this is the black model rib, very soft. I like to smell my new fabric. But yeah, definitely you want to wash it. And let's do the stretch info again. And then the right side and wrong side, you can kind of tell. This is the right side, this is the wrong side. You should be able to tell the right side and wrong side just with your naked eyes. But you definitely want to have a good lighting at night if you're sewing at night like me. And the stretch info, 0 to 10. It go to 120%. So 120% stretch, very stretchy. So if you do like this, it's like a little bit see-through, not too much, but definitely if you stretch, it will be. So if it's like more on your chest area where it's bended, um, if you feel worried about see-through, definitely you can like, use the same material as a lining, so that will be less likely to see through. Just a tip, or you can just use any black fabric as a lining if needed. But otherwise, it's gonna make a great work top, casual top. It drape really nicely. So if you have anything on the neck, like like this kind of crop neck, it's gonna be very pretty. I kind of like my crop neck to have like a body, so like work perfectly for my sweatshirt. But I know some people like it drapey, so it'll be like really comfy. Oh yeah, definitely. I think will be really comfortable for sleeping too, because it's really soft. And the model being the natural fabric, it has like better breathability. Yeah, like if I wear double brush poly to sleep in winter, I feel very warm and nice. But in the middle of the night, I might feel like too hot. But this one should be good. Okay, so let's do the stretch info. Did I say it's 120%? But let's check again. 0 to 10. If I don't write it down, it doesn't happen. Yeah, so 120%. So 0 to 10 go to 12. So I'm going to put 110%. And this is the salvage. Salvage. It's actually very hard to come across model ribs. So I'm like really excited for this one. Okay, so this is the wrong side. This is the right side. You can see the texture slightly more obvious on the right side and then slightly more smooth on the wrong side. Okay, the salvage. Okay, salvage stretch decent. Let's see. From 0 to 10, go to 50%. So we'll call it 40%. Okay, and then with the fabric, this one doesn't feel too wide. So let's see. Fold it in half. So folding half about 27 to 28. 28 will be 27 will be 54. So 54 to 56, I'm gonna put as 54 inch. 54 inch, and then this one, model black, I will have 50 yard to share. And then that black will just go with anything. So I won't do any color match. So now, 1, 2, 3, 4. Dun, 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 we're gonna have 4 model fleece. So the model fleece is very interesting. So basically the fleece, if you look at this, it's like a French terry texture on the selvage, but they just brush, brush, brush. So you get like this flat fleece backing. So basically it's like super brush French terry. So being model spandex, I'm gonna show you the drape. It's gonna be pretty fluid drape, even though it's a fleece. So let's do a compare, okay? So model rib gonna drape a lot more. So I'm gonna hold the tip. You see how this one drape a lot more, so it's feel like more skinny. This one drape a little bit less than this, but that's compared to the cotton fleece. So this is 100% cotton gray fleece. See how drape? It won't have as much drape line, and this one just have a lot of more drape line. And this one has more texture, and this one like a more bouncy and drape. So that's a comparison for drape. So in short summary, the model spandex fleece drape nicely, and it's actually very soft. So it's basically like wearing a model spandex, but give a little bit more bodies and more warmth. That's how I can describe model fleece. Really nice quality. And of course, I only got 1 row each for each color. So we got this. I guess this will be turquoise. And this will be gray blue. And this will be the navy. And then this will be the wash mauve, which is really nice and soft color. And then my vendor gave me a little bit more swatches. So after this listing, I'll check the swatches and see if they still have any, and then see if we are interested to get more. But I know it's the holiday season, so that's why I didn't get all the color in. I cannot afford it. You probably cannot afford it. So I selected a few more popular conservative color to start with. So yeah, definitely very comfortable. So you bet it will be great for sleeping. Oh yeah, that's for the rib. So this one definitely good for I would say probably except summer it's good for at least 3 seasons, spring, fall, winter. Cause model fleece is pretty light, draped nicely. So yeah, definitely nice fleece backing. So let's check the turquoise model fleece. Okay, let's see the stretch. So this is how you will wear it. So it stretch nice because this one does come with the spandex, different than the cotton fleece was all 100% cotton. And even the selvage stretch very nice. I would want to say the selvage seem to stretch more than this side. Let's see. So 0 to 10, it go to 60%. So we're gonna call it 50%. And the salvage 0 to 10, which go to 80%. I'm gonna call it 70%. Yeah, so in this case the salvage stretch more. Very interesting. And I check the width of fabric. I'm gonna try to fold it half. For the side I didn't stretch. To see if we can get a better stretch info. So fold it 30. So folder go to 32, so that's 64 with the fabric. So this is ultra wide. Nice, ultra wide. So we say it go to 64, right? 63 inch. And how many yards? So again, I didn't have time nor enough fabric to share with my Shrek team. We're just like 1 yard, 1 row. Okay. And then because the holiday is approaching quickly, so yeah, so only 60 yards on the turquoise. Okay, I'm just gonna drape it on me where I go over the blue. So again, this blue one, gray blue one, if you look at the selvage, you can see the French terry, and then you will see how everything is super brushed fleece. So basically just like the French terry, baby French terry get brushed a lot. And then the drape on this again is very similar to the turquoise, very fluid drape, very bouncy, airy, nice, warm, great quality. I haven't been able to get much model fleece, so this is definitely a rare treat. Definitely something we don't want to miss. And 0 to 10 stretch info, it go to almost 80%. I call it 70%. So blue gray, 70%. And the salvage, I love it, like those model fleece, the salvage stretch so nicely. I don't know why. It's just so soft, so stretchy. Okay, so that goes to almost 80% too. So I'm gonna call it full weight 70%. And let's do the width of fabric on the side we didn't stretch. And this one will have, this one I will only have about 54 yards. 54 yards on the blue gray only. So not much yardage. So fold it in half without stretch. I want to make sure. It's 60, 32, so that's 64. So it's also 63 with the fabric, okay? So I'm gonna drape this on my other side. Just for color comparison. So this is navy. Navy, I will have 47 yards only. So again, this is the French terry on the selvage that you can see baby French terry, and then you see how the the backing is like super brushed, so that create the fleece backing. So very soft and nice. This blue so pretty. Let's do the stretch info, and then this is the selvage. Again, selvage seem to stretch a lot. So I'm gonna stretch the way we normally wear from 0 to 10. They go to almost 70%, so I'm gonna put 60. So navy 60. And the selvage, I bet it's more. 0 to 10. They go to 90%, so I'm gonna put as 80%. Very pretty. And I say I will be able to share only 47 yards, right? 47 yards, navy. And let's do the width of fabric. I'm gonna try to do it on the side that I didn't stretch again. So navy. So folded against 32, so 64 inch. 64 inch. And then we'll call it 63 inch. And finally, the wash mauve. It's so pretty. And then how many yards? Oh, this one I will have about 50 yards. Just for a full disclaimer, I'm probably gonna call 2 yards each to bring home because I love model fleece and I don't normally able to get it. So yeah, definitely I'm gonna have to save my yardage. So you see how the selvage again is like super tiny baby French terry, and then they brush to create this fleece backing. So very soft. So again, this is the drape. Very drapey, very bouncy, and very airy, nice quality. And you have see the right side had like a sheen to it. Right, very pretty. Let's do the stretch info. I'm gonna actually let those go now. So soft. I love how it feels on me too. So from 0 to 10, we go to 57, so that's 60%. Let's see the selvage. Oh, again, the selvage stretch more. So selvage 0 to 10, we go to about 80%. So I'm gonna put 70%. And let's see the width of fabric. Width of fabric, folded, lay flat. So that again is 64. Width of fabric, I'm gonna put at 63 inch. Yeah, so the total gonna be 12 item drop. There will be 2 sweater rib, 3 different double brush poly print, 1 Cali green cotton spandex, 100% cotton gray thick fleece, and then 1, 2, 3, and then 1 black model rib, and then 4 model spandex fleece. So yeah, so that's a quick summary for the next draw. So after this live, I will be working on taking the remaining pictures and then working to upload the website. So hopefully will be uploaded before end of day today. And as usual, I will run the sales for a week. So you will be able to enjoy the special price for a week, and I combine all sales and then combine shipping, and I refund any shipping overage. So in case you have any question, feel free to comment below. And again, thank you guys for joining the live, and thank you for rewatching. If you can be so kind to support, like like, share, and subscribe. This is gonna be like my main channel to go over any new fabric or a new drop or any new. I hopefully if I future I do bundle, probably will come here first to share. So thank you again and happy weekend. Bye.